yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
Bella Vreda, I do think that worked. Hello, and Bella Vreda playing hurt. Great job with you being here. We got the Heart of Influence on this beautiful Why Wednesday. Warm welcome, Bella Vreda, who's here as we explore the superpower of Integrous Influence.
Sean, we definitely have some growth-minded, heart-centered individuals here today for Andrea Catania's Heart of Influence, Triangle of Trust, and first from Wichita.
By the way, camera on or off?
You are on.
All right, awesome.
We can see your moneymaker.
You are funny.
I haven't lost my sense of humor. Wichita, Kansas developed a habit formation technology that applies proven behavioral change methods from advertising to education, workforce, and performance and health, backed by clinic trials and federal agencies, labs, and universities, now being applied across schools, enterprises, nonprofits, and government, inspired by personal loss, committed to advancing behavioral change and mental health and the foundation for learning, productivity, and well-being. Let's welcome to the show, Robert Feeney.
Robert, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, Andrea Catania style, Triangle of Trust. And Robert, we start with a headline fun fact, because Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour, and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year, Robert. So this could be a proud moment, adventurous moment, shocking moment, surprising moment. What it can't be is a story versus a headline, because Chuck Barris will be reincarnated through Bella, whipping out the Gong Show gong. But headline fun fact that would make us say, Chris, no way. So please,
Robert, no way.
Robert, no way. Robert, your headline fun fact.
Okay. Headline fun fact is after all the businesses that I've run over the years, it was only 2 years ago that I completely failed to lead a team to any sort of success. Like I failed miserably as a leader. And then I actually went and did something I never thought I'd do, as I went and got coaching. And now I've got a successful company. And it took me till 53 years old to figure out that I needed coaching.
That is awesome. Well, Bella Vreda says I fail miserably every other day. I'm a hero the days in between. So we're winning the game sometimes. Robert, congratulations. Warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Bella Vreda, come on.
Warm welcome, Robert. And next we are going to New York, New York. Dynamic leader blending operations, mastery, marketing strategy, and joyful execution to drive mission-centered transformation. Trusted partner of visionary CEOs and founder delivering clarity, momentum, and inspiring collaborative, high-performing teams. Tech-savvy strategist certified in cloud and analytics, uniting precision, purpose, and conscious leadership for exponential growth. Let's welcome to the show, Preeti Sadala.
And it's Preeti?
Preeti Sadana. Preeti means love.
Preeti, beautiful. And your headline fun fact, Preeti.
My headline fun fact is that I had 3 black swans before it took me, before I realized I could be good at business. The first one was my divorce. The second one was my apartment complex burned down, leaving just 4 elevator shafts. And the last one was I lost my voice. I'm a former teacher, so that propelled me into the world of business. And here I'm leading a company called Foundational Framework that teaches meditation to CEOs.
Let's go. Preeti's in the house. Bella Rita, black swans can be good things. That's what I'm hearing from Preeti. Bella Rita, come on.
And I'm hearing Preeti teaches CEOs how to meditate. So I think she's going to come teach you how to meditate and spend some time in Om.
I'm down. Let's go.
Okay. Next up, from Jersey City, New Jersey, growth-driven leader, pioneering impact investing and global family offices across real estate, energy, and infrastructure. Visionary CEO, advancing education, entrepreneurship, and underserved communities through high-value, practical financial learning. MIT trained, strategist with 20 years in energy, investment banking, and innovative NASDAQ ventures worldwide. Let's welcome to the show, Barry Kostler.
Barry, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Barry, please, your headline fun fact.
I used to speak at family office events around the world, and they asked me for that phrase, fun fact, and I came up with, I found God at Goldman Sachs. Growing up, going to MIT, going on Wall Street, I was into money just like the next guy. And then you reach a limit and you look around you and you say, you know what, it's more than just making another dollar. And that's when I started to get more spiritual. I became religious. And, since then I've been engaged with different cultures all around the world. And I see, when money can be a very good thing. It's very positive. We can help a lot of people with it, but it's also about looking for spiritually within ourselves. And that's why I always come back and I say, you know what, it was that experience for 4 years of being at Goldman Sachs and dealing with some people.
I am with you, Barry. I love money and I love God too.
Let's go. Finding God at Goldman Sachs. I love it. Come on, Bella. Barry found God at Goldman Sachs. Let's hit it.
Barry found God at Goldman Sachs. Next up, we are staying in the region of Jersey City, combines bookkeeping precision with CFO prowess to deliver clarity, confidence, and strategic financial insight. Saves business owners, time, reduces costs, and strengthens profit with 20 plus years accounting experience. Passionate about empowering entrepreneurs through fractional CFO leadership, helping them thrive, grow, and succeed. Let's welcome to the show, Maria Pedra.
Maria, warm welcome to the Triangle of Trust, Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
My headline fun fact, I am currently at a crossroads, ready to leverage my experience as a former VP corporate controller to venture into entrepreneurship. I'm passionate about leadership, strategy, and embracing new challenges, both in business and on the pickleball court.
Beautiful. Pickleball, my number one piece of advice, unsolicited, if you're going to go from controller to entrepreneurship, is to let go of controlling. Here we go. Let's go.
Let's go. Next up, we're going to Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey, serial entrepreneur and heart-centered leader, guiding ventures with integrity and passion, founder of a thriving chemical company, achieving over $4 million in sales within 2 years, dedicated mother of twins, balancing life with entrepreneurial success and community impact. Let's welcome to the show, Marisol DeGigis.
Marisol, congratulations on your impact entrepreneurial journey for being in rarefied territory of surviving and making it to $1 million, little than 2, 3, 4 million in sales. Congrats. And please, your headline fun fact.
Fun fact. I don't know. I've been to every country in the continent of South America.
Whoa. How many countries is that approximately?
It took me 2 years. So I was the director of sales for Latin America for a German chemical company. And so I handled, I had a sales team out of Sao Paulo. So I handled all the other countries. And so, I mean, I made like global services in like 6 months. It was like crazy.
That's crazy.
I was hustling to get sales. I was hustling.
So, Marisol, you and Bella must be kindred spirits because when I ask Bella a numerical question, I get answers like that. Marisol is your twin. Let's go.
Marisol is my twin. Thank you, Marisol. Great to have you. And dialing in, we have a friend. And Dr. Buck, give me 1 second. I gotta go backwards. All right, coming from Hollywood, Florida, frequent speaker and accomplished acupuncturist trained in genealogy and oncology while studying in China, researcher and innovator, developing unique integrative treatments for vision, including retinitis pigmentosa, women's health, and chronic disease, clinically blending Eastern and Western diagnostics, bringing patients to the benefits of both worlds. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Walter Buck.
What's up, Doc? And how shall we refer to you?
Thank you very much. Applause was optional.
Yes. So is it Dr. Walter, Dr. Buck? How shall we refer to you, Doc?
Well, the official name is Dr. Walter Campbell, but in Lithuania, Walter, the nickname is Buck. So that's how I got that from my father, who was Lithuanian.
Amazing. And how shall we refer to you?
Just Dr. Buck is fine.
Perfect. Dr. Buck, your headline fun fact.
My fun fact? Oh, Jesus, I don't know.
The fun fact is Dr. Buck doesn't have a fun fact. Who's up next?
Welcome,
fun fact, you know, yeah. I was a musician when I was a kid. I played rock and roll. I was a photographer. I was a flight attendant on Pan, flew all over the world, shot travel photography for New York. I designed clothes, Rezhnikov, Nuryov.
Dr. Buck, we're coming back. Dr. Buck, stop. Bella, Dr. Buck has 7 fun facts. He has enough for everyone. Let's go.
Dr. Buck has 7 fun facts. Welcome, Dr. Buck, to the Heart of Influence. And the woman bringing us all together here today from Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built $1 million solo practice from her basement, proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment and Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, and the executive producer, general counsel, and chief ecosystem officer at Callagy Law. Let's welcome to the show, her show, Andrea Cattaneo.
Unreal.
Andrea, please, your headline fun fact.
I'm a 62-year-old grandmother of 5, and I could do 1,000 push-ups in 1 day.
Come on, Andrea. David Goggins, watch out now. David Goggins, watch out. Here comes AC. I'm going to introduce the woman who's been doing the introducing. This woman started her career at Influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. She progressed to being a 7-figure business generator in the space of network marketing by the age of 19, the age of 24, 25, 26. She's three-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in hoops, but instead is Nevada's #1 business broker. She's the first woman ever to do this in a male-dominated industry. And at 24, she was the youngest person ever, male or female, to be Nevada's #1 business broker. She's like, I could start playing with the big gals and big guys, start training Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team this woman worked with doubled their sales. She's a skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe she learned it from a blind man, maybe from YouTube. Blind man's the answer, and it better be today. She's also raised 8 figures for charity with the Unblinded team as a philanthropist. He has $10 million plus in the past 2+ years. And in 2023, this 2-time, about to be 3-time, published author, publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to the Heart of Influence, a woman in her 1800th plus episode, the woman that put the heart in it, the one, the only.
Hey.
She's playing hurt today. Great job, Bella Rita, and please.
Yes, thank you, Sean.
Lots of love and your headline fun fact.
The great introduction. My headline fun fact is I got to be backstage last Thursday at Aspire with the most incredible speaker on the planet, Sean Callagy, who blew David Goggins out of the water. So I got to meet them both backstage last Thursday, and that is my fun fact. And maybe if we have some time later, we'll play a video.
Yeah, very cool. Bella, when we do, we'll see. Thank you very much. It is a deep honor. And it was awesome to lead into David Goggins, to be hanging out in the green room beforehand. And we certainly rocked the house. So thank you for that, Bella Rita.
And I did learn to surf, ski, and scuba dive from a blind man. And I'm going to go diving with sharks in a couple weeks.
Yes, let's go do it. Bella, come on.
Let's go. Let me introduce the man who is my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Bet Key at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He speaks on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he is an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in 2 years for charity. Let's welcome to the show, Sean Callagy.
Hey. Thank you, everybody. Warm welcome to all for being here on the Triangle of Trust, Heart of Influence. And yeah, I'm going to go. This is my fun fact. 24 days before Aspire tour, I didn't know I'd be speaking on stage there. And we did it. And we brought 800 people from the Unblinded ecosystem to that stage. And the reviews have been earth-shattering, including Aspire saying that we redefined main stage. Never have they had a keynote like it in 32 Aspires, and that the Unblinded ecosystem and what I was blessed and privileged to do from stage was created the #1 most energized Aspire Tour event ever. So those are all facts published by Aspire. So Bella Verita, thank you very much. And who's leading off?
Let's kick this off with Robert.
Okay, Robert, we've been doing some introducing, but everything we're talking about comes down to one simple reality. That everything happens after yes. I'm talking the Sons of Liberty, Paul Revere, the NFL to Disney, Amazon, what happened to Blockbuster, hello Netflix, everything that's ever happened in human history comes after one word, and that word is yes. But we're not talking pitching, hooking, closing, yuck, who wants that? But what does it look like when heart-centered, sophisticated, masterful people come together and yes should actually be happening? How do we get through the crowded noise of all the insanity when the truth is that what you have to offer, the person should be saying yes to? So to illustrate this, Belle will be anybody you want her to be. She could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, anyone, Robert, that you'd like to go from hello to yes with. Footnote, it doesn't have to be a sale or a final yes. It could simply be a yes for a longer conversation. So Robert, please, who would you like Bella to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
Really good. So, all right, Bella, I'm going to cast you as the head of the Federal Office of Registered Apprenticeships.
Whoa. She likes
stuff. Yeah, so what that means is that you're
a registered apprenticeship. I don't even know what that is, but let's roll with it.
All right.
Hello, this is Bella.
Oh, hey. Hello, Bella. I'm so glad that you answered. I got to say something to you. I'm going to start with a question, if I may.
Okay.
So I'm really committed to bringing young people who have been through some sort of trauma, they're either in poverty cycles or whatnot, powerfully into life and work. And that includes registered apprenticeships. And we're doing this now at a base level around the country. But I would like to ask you, if you could have in your registered apprenticeship programs around the country, a coach in your pocket, not in your pocket, but in the pocket of every registered apprentice, somebody who's trying to take on a new job in a new career in a new industry, let's say, and they need to work as an apprentice to get started. If that person could have a coach in their pocket, nudging them every so often and saying, hey, here's where you could turn left, or here's where you could try to turn right in order to get ready for life and work. If you could have that and it didn't take their time away from work, would you see that as valuable?
I mean, it could be interesting, but we do have people on staff that do help people through their apprenticeship.
Right.
So how would this be different?
Yeah, well, it'd be different because it's scalable. The beauty of having people there is you can't replace a good person who's a coach. The problem is you can't get enough of them. So in the workplace, when the person who's going to coach you, if you've got one, isn't there, the opportunity now is that you can have it on your device and it knows you and it knows where you're coming from and where you're headed to. And again, without
So
taking
you say the device, so you're saying that this is like an app or something you're proposing?
That's right. It's an app-based system that has an AI component to it that starts by knowing who you are, where you're headed journey-wise, and what's going to get you to the completion of your registered apprenticeship.
I mean, I'm a little bit, I got to admit, I'm kind of, my initial reaction is like, sounds interesting, sounds a bit confusing. I don't know if it's a need for us right now. Not something that, we would want to invest in or look at. I'm just not sure how that would really, I guess where I'm at is I don't know how that would really serve our apprentice.
Very good. And if I were in your position, just based on the little I've told you, I imagine it'd be the same place. So what I'm going to ask is, if that could happen, like you could see that happen, is that something you'd want to like at least walk alongside and say, oh, I want to see if that actually works and makes a difference for these young people. Would you actually want to take a look?
Yeah, maybe I'd be open to it. Why don't you send over some information and then maybe we'll go from there.
Okay, please do. Thanks.
Awesome.
Excellent job, Robert. We'll be getting to the feedbackers in a moment. Bella, who's following up Robert?
Following up Robert, we have Maria, who is no longer a controller. She's growth-minded. She's heart-centered and not controlling anything. Right, Maria? If you'll just unmute for us, Maria, please.
And Maria, who would you like Bella Verita to be that you're going from hello to yes with, please? Maria is so not controlling anymore that she's not controlling the mute button.
She's not even controlling the mute button. She is frantically
Sorry about
looking.
that.
There it is.
Sorry about that. Let's make her a business owner that is growing and is in need of some financial assistance or guidance.
Let's go, Bella Verita.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. Nice to meet you. My name is Maria Piedra. Thanks for taking this call. I'm excited. I wanted to get in touch with you to propose, to bring up a proposition for you. I'm excited to propose a solution that can bring you, your organization, significant financial clarity and strategic insight to your business without having the cost of a full-time CFO, traditional CFO. I'm a fractional CFO. As a fractional CFO, I can offer you flexible, high-level financial leadership tailored to your company's unique needs, helping you optimize your cash flow, improve your forecasting, and drive growth by providing cost accounting data and measures. Partnering with me means that you'd be gaining expert guidance on budgeting, financial planning.
That word, that's a gross word. Budgeting? Who wants to talk about budgeting? No, but please continue.
Well, it's an important part of business, right? Because without a
Yes.
budget, you have nothing to compare to, right? So you don't know how your business is driving if you don't have a plan to measure against, right? So how do you know if your product is profitable? How do you know that you're charging the right if you're charging the right cost for your product, right? Is your revenue where you want it to be after you consider the expenses, the expense that you're incurring, right? So budgeting is an important plan of financial planning, right? And also and risk management, right? So I'd love to discuss how this could work for you and explore next steps. If you're interested, I can set up some time to provide a demo, perhaps.
If you're willing to do a complimentary demo, that is definitely something that we can have you in for and see if your talents match what we're looking for.
That would be great. Our goal is to position your business for long-term success. So I look forward to us meeting and to present to you a demo that can help you get some clarity on how you should proceed.
Beautiful. Will do. Sean?
Yes.
Maria was cursing at me. She was throwing this word budget around like it was profanity.
Yes. Budget is a
cursing at me.
four-letter word to Bella Verita, Maria. So please, this is outrageous. Thank you, Maria. You're a lifesaver. Let's go, Bella Verita. We get the feedbackers.
Let's go. Let's get to the feedbackers.
What were we spending on our beautiful dog Emily's food on a monthly basis? Yes, Bella. Let's get to the feedbackers.
Yeah, it was a proposal. Yes, it was great. Crazy. But yes, feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we do get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Robert or Maria. Something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then what is one word on how they left you feeling. So one word. So let's kick it off with Barry. And Barry, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Robert, please? Just unmute for us, Barry. And then
Robert,
Chrissy, I'm going to come to you next.
Okay. Robert, I was just so inspired hearing your story, and I looked up your background a little bit, and I'm similarly involved in this topic of technology applied to humanity. And one of the people is technology really makes people lonely, and as it increases productivity, people are really struggling. So I'm just very inspired by your mission of using technology to help individuals with mental health. So I really think it's really incumbent upon all of us to say, how can we pool resources together to really help? Because I think this is one of the most critical problems of this generation, especially for the youth. And I think I'm inspired by the topic because it's absolutely critical to address that. As wealth is increasing and technology is increasing, people are getting lonelier and lonelier. And how can we all pool resources together to contribute to solutions and businesses that address this loneliness? And that's involved in as well.
Barry, thank you. So I'm hearing you are inspired. Bella is the one word coming loudly and clear from Barry. Thank you for that. And Bella, come on.
Thank you, Barry. Let's go Pretty. Pretty, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Maria, please?
I love Maria's pitch because it was very clear what her proposition was. She had a valuable product. It was well explained. I think there was a lot of talking and less interaction. That's where I would want to see more of like her getting to know your world more than just expressing what she has to say. I think that if she had got you to like a place where you were curious and you were inquiring more than where she was talking, I think that would have been a more successful pitch. But she succeeded anyway. She got her demo, so I would say that was a successful pitch.
Awesome. Okay, and one word for how Maria made you feel.
Confident, actually. I was confident that,
Confident. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you. Pretty. Bella Verita, please.
Thank you, Pretty. Let's go Marisol. Marisol, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Maria, please?
My 30 seconds. So, yes, all the information is very valuable and all the services. but I would have made the initial reach out more about connecting with the person. Okay. Because yes, obviously, the services are needed, etc. But, as a business owner, like I have to be very comfortable with the person who's doing my accounting, just as a person in general, right? Like I have to be able to, I don't know, just went very quick into the technical about providing cost account, about providing this, about providing that. I would have asked some questions about them, in general about, so how's business, that
And
kind of
Marisol, what would be the one word for how Robert made you feel?
how Robert
Yes.
Robert made me feel overwhelmed. But no, overwhelmed. I have to be honest because I have no clue what that office was.
Cool, got it. One word. Good. We got it. Thank you, Marisol. Overwhelmed. Bellavita, come on.
Oh, thank you, Marisol. And then Dr. Buck, if you could unmute. And Dr. Buck, your 30 seconds of feedback for Robert, please. Dr. Buck, if you can unmute. He's not on screen. Okay, we will come back to Dr. Buck and we'll go Andrea Catania. And Dr. Buck, when you're unmuted, just let us know. Andrea, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Robert, please?
Well, I was pretty fascinated by not only his command of what his vision, mission, and purpose are, how he tied it back to what he's really trying to do in the world to help people and address a problem, was something that landed for me and I think landed for a lot of the people listening. So I thought that was a great job in transferring your energy so that we could feel that this was something meaningful to you and made us curious.
Nice. Curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it. Thank you, Miss Andrea Catania, and everyone. Bella, she's not feeling well today, but don't get it twisted. She's going to feel well enough to reverse this on me and drop me into the hot seat. Bella, over to you.
That is very true. So this is the time in the show that I have the honor and the privilege of reversing the role plays a little bit and putting Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about because I have been cooking them up as the show has been going on. Andrea, I have 3 scenarios for you. And as always, you can choose one, you can change it, or you can come up with something on your own. But what I have for today is Sean could role play Robert calling the person that at the apprentice association and that he sent the information to. And so Sean would be Robert calling that person back and now causing the yes to get the meeting versus just sending the information. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is Sean could role play Pretty, going from hello to yes with Elon Musk to fly her via private jet to him once a week for an in-person meditation day. So that is option number 2. And then option number 3, I was reading a little bit about Marisol's company. I don't know if this is someone she does business with yet or not, but I thought option number 3 is Sean could role play Marisol, going from hello to yes with Emmett Carroll Jr., who is the CEO of R.E. Carroll Incorporated, that is a rubber company, who apparently is in the need of like the carbon black chemical and technology that she does. So option number 3 is Sean would role play Marisol, going from hello to yes. I don't even know if there's a client for you already. Are they? They already are, but that could be an option as well. But that is awesome, Marisol. And so there we go. Andrea, 3 options for you.
Well, thank you for making me smile always. I'm going to go with option 2. Even though you really made Marisol smile with her existing client, let's go with option number 2.
All right. And then who is going to play the role of Elon Musk?
Barry.
Barry, are you up for playing Elon Musk? And Sean, you are going to play Pretty, going from hello to yes with Elon Musk to fly via private jet to him once a week to do an in-person meditation.
Perfect. Okay. So, hello, is Mr. Musk available?
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Musk. This is Priti. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for the time. I know that you know who you are. I want you to know that I know who you are, how incredibly busy you are, and I'm very grateful for the time. And what I'm wondering, Mr. Musk, is with the 2 minutes and 45 seconds we have left, is what even prompted you to accept this conversation in the first place with all that you have going on in the world?
Well, after spending so much time with President Trump, I really need to meditate. So when I heard about Priti's meditation services and her background in singing and inspiration, I think I need more than 3 minutes. I need 30 days of meditation and inspiration with Priti to get over the experience I had in the White House.
Wow. And I'm so sorry for that. I know there's been incredible amounts of stress, tension, dynamics, trauma. And Mr. Musk, what do you think? Well, let me ask you this. What's the ultimate vision now? Obviously, you work with the president, the White House, the nation. You are the richest man in the world. What's the why that keeps you going, and why meditation? How does all that fit together in your mind, heart, and soul, Mr. Musk, right now?
I just want to give away all my money and heal the world.
Wow. Amazing. And how do you see meditation being a part of that?
For before we can do good in the world, we first have to heal ourselves and reach a point of calmness. And as you can see from my public persona, calmness is not really my forte right now. So this is certainly an area I'm excited to work on.
Amazing. So from that place then, Mr. Musk, of wanting to impact the world, give away all your wealth, serve at the highest level, if I'm hearing you correctly, can I share a couple things really quickly in our final minute or so?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. So Mr. Musk, congratulations on being the most remarkable business person that's ever lived. Like, I see you, I hear you, what you have done and what you say matters to me. And Mr. Musk, I just want to share that what has gotten you here is incredibly valuable. And there's groups of energies that we move through, and your leadership, I'll call it your Zeus energy, is a vital component. Without the decision-making, without the containers, without the immovability and unstoppability, you don't become you. Meditation isn't about sitting and saying, Om. It's about truth, soulful truth, alignment of your being, your mission, your vision, and purpose, your mind, your heart, your soul with your purpose, all of it. So, Mr. Musk, this is the study of my life, the work of my life. And what I propose is, if you're ready to begin, I'm happy to have a session today. You sound like ready. If not, I'd be happy to have, and by the way, that would be complimentary. So make sure there's a good fit for us. And I think we can create something truly historic in the work that we do together to recreate also how some people falsely relate to meditation. And you could be an incredible voice for that as you continue to impact the world, have greater peace, but every bit of the strength, purpose, and certainty that has gotten you to where you are, just a tremendous amount less cortisol, misalignment, reactivity. So, Mr. Musk, from that place, would you like to begin now? Would you like to schedule a follow-up conversation? How would you like to proceed, Mr. Musk?
Fantastic. I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, very good. Just kidding. Out of roll. Let's pause there. Priti. How did I do as you? First of all, you did a great job. I love your congruence, certainty, and how you gave feedback today. You're an outstanding, masterful communicator, as I'm sure you know, but we see it as well. And how did I do as you having a conversation with Elon Musk?
I thought it was incredible. I mean, you heard more than you spoke at first, especially when you were pitching. Like, you just did a basic pitch, and you would pretty much realize you didn't need to pitch more, because he was giving you feedback right away about that he was in. Once you saw the buy-in, you jumped in and gave him, you put him in his fullest power by joining the program. It was absolutely incredible.
Well, thank you, Priti. And I really love and appreciate your acumen. I love the Black Swan fun fact. It was a beautiful metaphor for how you showed up today. And how was your time today overall, Priti, on the Heart of Influence?
Oh, it was absolutely incredible. Every second was rocking. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you very much. Barry, thank you for jumping in as Elon Musk. I love your energy, your humor. It's like present, it's infectious. Thanks for being here today. How did I do as Priti, and how was your time on the Heart of Influence today?
Thank you. Really, really inspiring. I hope to stay connected, and I really appreciate everything that you do for all the people involved.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you. Great job. And thanks for joining the more than 8,000 people that have been on this show. And there's 5 of you here today, anew. There's been 8,000 before you. So congratulations. It's an incredible ecosystem. Whew. Let's go with this. Robert, thank you for kicking us off in the participant seat. Never an easy place to be. And please, Robert, how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
Terrific. Unexpected. I actually thought I was coming in as a judge, so it was a neat turnaround. I had first of all, I admire very much a really dialed in format. And I got to say that, being able, the way that you guys have led this, I admire. And then inside of that format, I really appreciated that you offered value and acknowledged each of us in that. Thank you.
Thank you. And Robert, your ability to hold integrative complexity, to hold multiple contexts, to vary them, extremely impressive. You are a world-class communicator, and thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
Thank you. Bella Verita, we have other fine folks.
We do have other fine folks. I really tried to get Marisol another big deal, but apparently she's already good at that on her own. But Marisol, thank you for being here, bringing your light and your energy. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. I've always Andrea always spoke so about it and told me a lot about it, and so I really admire everything that you guys do and all the feedback you give and these examples and these dialogues that you give. I mean, they're just very insightful, right? To hear another person get to the yes of that sales cycle. Especially when that's what you do all day and you sit here on the phone and you call people all day, and so it's just always good to hear other people doing how they reach there. You want to learn every day.
Thank you, Marisol. And really, congratulations on doing something that's incredibly difficult to do.
Yeah.
To create something from nothing.
Yeah.
And the survival rate of new businesses is you have a better chance of winning the pick 3 than making it to a $1 million business like you've done. And we see you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bella.
Thank you, Marisol. And let's go to our other participant who didn't know she was going to be in the participant seat either, but did a fantastic job, who's relinquishing all control. So Maria, if you can unmute for us again, please, and share with us how your experience was in the Heart of Influence.
I enjoyed being on the call very much, and it's a great opportunity to learn from the group. I did get a lot of insight, and I appreciate the insight and the support that was shared today. Learning from Sean and getting, aside from this call, I want you guys to know that I was at the Aspire event, and at the event the day after, and I found that to be an incredible opportunity. Just to be there in person and feel the energy. And I want to say thank you, because it was at no cost to me, and I really appreciated it, because it was something that I needed to push me in the right direction. I mean, Sean's leadership and his perspective, has already had a strong impact. And I didn't know full disclosure, I didn't know of Sean until I saw the Facebook ad, but I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to be part of that experience. And Sean, thank you so much for
Maria,
the inspiration that you were to all of us.
Thank you. Received in my heart. And what I said from stage, it's a very compressed version, a micro compressed version of all that we have to share. And I said, the number one thing that people can do is build a platform. And the easiest value that you can create, Maria, is by connecting other people to people that they want to know and meet. You do that, and you have the gateway to everything. And so if you're going to move from the world of corporate into the space of entrepreneurship, you can. You will. If I can, you can, we all can. That's the key. And what most people do is they sit and work on their service, their pricing, their funnel, their Facebook ads. It is doing what we're doing here today. It is the thing. And this is why, with all the blessings and privilege I have, somebody be like, why do you do this show? Because we're building an army of growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous people committed to mastery. And what better way to do it than this? There is no better way. And so source people, put them together. It creates value. You can go from being, in their eyes, nobody to being somebody very, very quickly when you do that. So Maria, we wish you all the best. And thank you for your very kind words. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Bella,
then he was unmuted, Dr. Buck, and now he's remuted. So want to check in.
Dr. Buck.
I'm here.
Hello, Dr. Buck. We didn't get to you in the feedback round because they unmute, but how was your experience overall with us on the Heart of Influence? And I hear you're doing amazing things with the eyes, and thank you for everything that you're doing in the world. And how was your time with us today?
Well, I'm small potatoes compared to most of you. I just I run a small clinic, and the idea of stepping out of the box and communicating with other people, as a guy that runs the whole business, I have 2 or 3 people getting the message out, but on an individual basis, it never crossed my mind. So you opened up some daylight in my consciousness for that. And listening to listening to you all is really inspiring. Inspiring. If you look around, I mean, you see a lot of people hurting. And you get used to thinking that a lot of people hurting is normal, but when you listen to you people, it's quite a different dimension. I work with a lot of sick people, and a lot of people are hurting right now. Can I pay you next month, or what can you do? Or, I lost my job. I've been in IT. They fired all 13 of us in one day. You hear all these stories going around. So, I have found gateways to healing vision: retinitis pigmentosa, diabetic retinopathy, macular degeneration. If you go to YouTube, plug in my name, Dr. Walter Campbell, you'll see some happy patients. Some of them were totally blind, and they got most, if not all, their vision back.
Well, Dr. Buck, I'm almost completely blind, so I'm open to it. I'm grateful to you for everything you're doing. And if final, I would share this with you. If you have these solutions, brother, what if it is your moral responsibility to build a platform to get that message out, right? And that's what I'm a stand for.
The thing is, in alternative medicine, if I get it out too much, they'll shut me down.
No, I have to
stay under the radar a little bit, It's an interesting dance. Most of my patients come from word of mouth. We fixed one. Their uncle had RP.
Dr. Buck,
I got it. I got it. So, Dr. Buck, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Have a follow-up conversation with somebody in our team. We have a law firm. We've represented all kinds of people in issues. I have 12 different companies, depending on how you count it. Thank you for what you're doing. There's ways to get your message out and not to get shut down. Thank you for being here today. Really appreciate the possibility. That's it. We're complete. We're out of time. Dr. Buck, we're out of time. Thank you. Thank you.
Drop by.
All right. We'll have a follow-up conversation with the team. So thank you for that. And thank you for everything you're doing. Bella, quick final. I know we're at time.
Yes. Quick final. Just thank you all for being here. Definitely get your VIP bundle in the chat and have those follow-up conversations because it could advance everything. Sean, back to you.
Yeah. We have our influence immersion coming up in October. If you think that what I do is natural, that would be incorrect. What I do is a science. And the ability to cause, yes, is the only human attainable superpower. That's what this show is all about. That's what our immersion is about in October. Have a follow-up conversation with a team member. There is a preposterously low barrier to entry to get there. Your time is worth more than any ticket price that's happening for that first day. I have 1,000 people in New Jersey, people like this all over the place. If you saw something that was interesting, that they will blow your mind. Thank you for that. We end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am. Can't see anything in front of me. But with that, the possibilities for acceleration, I know, are so often right in front of our face, right at the end of our nose. But we all need a little unblinding, because with increased financial abundance, duplication, scaling, impact in the world, right at the end of our nose, unfortunately, Bella Rita, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, Andrew Catania. Thank you, Bella Rita. Warm welcome to all. Let this not be the end, but the beginning. Love you. Thank you.
God bless.